Keep giving me those dirty looks. Next time I'm coming back with a grill.
Good morning, everybody. We are pretty much out of corn storage, like I said in the last video, temporarily. So I think we are going to switch to beans first. We have enough storage that we can dump the trucks, and I think we can do like 1 or 2 loads maybe. One of the fields that we're going to do has double crops in it. If I do the end rows on it, I can get to it from the other field without taking the head off. So I think we're going to do that while the combine's here, and then we're going to start doing some double crops. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I've heard anywhere from tomorrow morning, I've heard tomorrow evening, so hopefully it doesn't rain till tomorrow evening and we can get 2 days of double crops knocked out. Now this is Sunday, it's just the 3 of us. And I've got some family in from out of town, my wife's family. So I guess we're having a Thanksgiving dinner at noon. It's one of the deals where I would really like to stay home and work, but I feel like I need to go to that, but I feel like I need to be here. So it is what it is. I guess I'm just going to have to go eat some good food and then come back to work. That is going to eat a couple hours out of the day. So hopefully BJ and Dad can get started while I'm going, and when we get back, we can get both combines in the field. Well, that's the corn we're doing. We got to park the trucks all the way over here. My family's owned that field for almost 90 years. Never put a road into it for semis. Nope.
Hey folks, day 2 back in the 1038. Yesterday I didn't really turn the camera on because I'll be honest with you, it was Saturday and I had like 10 college football games going on over here and just didn't really want to put it on mute. So Brian and I come down here below the houses last night and try to get this field done. Got it all, the main part of it done. There is a spot over here where there's a little creek crossing or a ditch line crossing, whatever you want to call it. Dad had to do some work with the backhoe this morning to get the crossing fixed so we can get over there. I'm gonna go show you what I'm talking about in the daylight, and Dad's already heading that direction with the combine. Brian missed one. Oh, this crossing, maybe it washed out a little bit. So when I was a kid, many moons ago, this crossing was not here. This ditch was maybe not quite as deep, depending on the rainfall. This was actually just kind of like a ford, you know, it's kind of a gravel area that we just drove across. But back in those days, I don't think right here we actually had crop. This was all pasture field. We had cattle. This is a natural spring. All this area was pasture. I think Dad would tell you when he was younger, there were actually hogs, a hog lot right there. He and Grandpa had. There was a crossing a little further on down there, maybe another 200 feet. Must not be there anymore. I couldn't tell last night. It was grown up around where it would have been. Basically, if you followed that point of brush right there all the way across, there would have been a fence row with a little crossing. And where Dad's at right now, we would have had crop. About every other year, I think, this little valley was hayfield. And we would do hay on both sides of this little ditch line. So a little history lesson there, yeah.
Okay, good morning, everybody. We're here down here in the bottoms. We're Brian. I'm running his combine. We're trying to finish this up. Got a little 2-acre piece across there where he's at last night. And this is the neighboring Mead, owns that land over here. Long story, but anyway, I don't want, if they planted trees over here for their landfill to try to take care of something. And I don't know what the heck happened, but like they sprayed something and it just tapers right off. And I was over yesterday, I mowed it. And I don't know what, something killed the corn. There ain't no corn, the rows go right straight through. I planted right straight through, but I don't know what happened. There sure ain't no corn here. Just like they sprayed something here and it just kind of tapered off. I don't know why. What happened? Anyway, there ain't no corn there. This is the field up through there where Brian was at yesterday. That used to be our field right here. We had to sell to this Mead Corporation. There's a landfill over there, big old levee.
Been pointed out from some YouTube commenters, as well as my brother, that a truly professional cart operator would be going through the field and taking care of that. Picking those up and make sure they get to the combine. So, I mean, I was, at one point this morning, I was running beside the combine, actually picking them up out of the field and throwing them into the corn head. But it's difficult to hold a camera, pick up corn off the ground, chuck it over your shoulder, and not get run over by the combine. So I did have to put the camera down for that part. I'll probably try to do something similar with those things. Okay, so this morning, where we're working at, we have to park the semis on the county road, or the township road actually, so it's a fairly narrow spot. On the plus side, where Brian has parked the first truck of the day, he's actually lower than where I'm at, so I have a really good view of you know, where I'm dumping and unloading. Brian must have been trying to set a little trap for me this morning. As you can see, the tarp is still on that truck. Didn't get me this time, but man, I thought we were going to test my limits today. Thought we were going to dump on the fly along this ditch line, but apparently Dad says we better park it. Those are our neighbors' cattle. They're plotting the overthrow of the human race with their diabolical methane gas. Look at them, evil creatures.
All right, just getting back from dinner with the family. Little man hopped in the grain cart with me. Like I said earlier, BJ, he had a family obligation he had to attend as well.
He still ain't got a satellite. I got miles per hour counting acres, but it just ain't mapping.
Is the climate working?
iPad, well, no. Well, yes and no. Part of it is, part of it ain't.
Who knows? Little man and me were riding around in the grain cart. I don't get to run the cart very much, so it's kind of a nice change of pace. BJ, you can take the day off until we get the trucks loaded. Then we'll need you to dump the trucks. Look at you driving the tractor. Follow right behind Pappy. Looks like we got a hashtag 2 rows of shame. Guess I better get back in the tractor. Didn't think it had to dump already. Well, we gotta go. And I didn't think we had enough space to do what we're doing today. I mean, we've only done 5,000 bushel a day, but I thought we were going to be full after like 1 or 2. So we are going to load the truck that we got here and then load the cart. One of us is going to go dump a truck and analyze the situation some more. But I know we don't have enough space to run all day. We are going to get more done than I thought we would in the corn. I thought we'd be out of space by now, but we're not yet, so good. Now, if you missed it in the last video, we still have a lot of space at the grain bins. In fact, we have just about enough to hold the rest of harvest. Might be just a little bit short. But we cannot get dry corn into our new bin until the millwrights come back and tie in all the bins into the leg so we can transfer grain over there. So right now, our air system can't reach that new bin. I don't think it'll be able to unless we bought a bigger blower, which I don't think we're going to do. There you go. You think you should run the grain cart instead of BJ?
I'll dump on here. I'll get on that inside there.
Hey, little dude, going towards that fence. Go the other way. Go this way. Just keep her straight now. Straighten her up. Good job. Haven't checked behind this head since we adjusted it really in the daytime. I checked it last night, but figure we'll walk in behind it real quick, see if we can see anything falling off of it, and then walk behind the combine and see what kind of losses we're getting. Alright, Daddy wants to dump that truck, and me and the little man are going to get the combine, and well, we're going to let the grain cart by ourselves. So it's not going to be the most efficient, but it's better than nothing. Little dude's been in here 5 minutes, filming snacks. I didn't even know these were here. What happened to your boot?
Right here.
Okay, get comfortable. High efficiency stuff. Looks like we're going to be able to do about 8 or 9 more acres maybe. So I think we can load 2 trucks. And that'll be it for the corn. See what time it is, see what's going on after that. Hey, come out. Hey, don't call me a poop pad. Hey, quit letting the air out of my seat, you stinker. That's enough. Hey, shenanigans. Hey. For whatever reason, this corn, which was planted, I believe, the same day, is 10% drier. This is a different variety, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It is the same maturity day corn as the previous. But yeah, this is 17%, which is much more normal and acceptable. Yeah, that's good. Well, unfortunately, that's all the corn we're doing today. Except, we ended up doing more than I thought we were going to do. We ended up doing 30 acres. I didn't think we had enough room for 30 acres. Dad's the one running the bins, so if we don't, I guess it's his fault. Daxie, you want to try to see if we can put the corn on Mommy's car?
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't like that idea, bub.
Why?
For some reason, he took his shoes off. Alright, we're going to take this back to the barn. Did you guys know that ladder swung around? Just a little bit, narrows it up just a little bit. With that ladder swung around, we're only 17.5 feet. Got Dad down there at the bottom blocking this because it's narrow enough that if someone starts up this overpass before I get to the bottom, there's really nowhere for they can go because of the guardrails. And even with me right here in the middle of it, without him down there, someone would start up it. That's usually how it goes. With these storms that are coming, we're gonna unload this truck, take it over to the barn, put what's on the cart on the truck, and then take the cart and put it up. We're calling for rain, switching to snow tonight, so good times. Earlier when I said we can't get dry corn from the dryer into that bin, what I'm saying is the air system is what's coming out of the back of the dryer. We're looking there and filling these 3 bins here. It does not have the capacity to reach the top of that bin. What we're going to have to do is have a jump over coming out of this middle bin right here, back into the leg, take the grain up to the leg, drop it to the top that way. Right now we can't do that. They're not tied in yet. Plus, we've got a little bit of wet corn in this bin that was accidentally placed there. Not placed any blame, so we really don't know who did it. But we need to get it out of that bin and into that dryer soon. Oh yeah, still coffee in here. That's been brewing there since 8 this morning. It should be good and strong. You guys see that right there? That deer gives absolutely no craps that we're here apparently. Coming in for a nightly feed, I guess. I'm walking after the grain cart. I'm gonna dump it on the truck Dad's sitting in still. I'm gonna take the cart, put it in the shed. He's gonna take the truck back to the bins, get his pickup, and come pick me up. It only took me 4 tries to say that right. There she is, full bore. That's a lot of grain. Gotta take the cart out of field position and put it in road mode. Shut everything down. This is what's going to shut off the blower. Right now it's cleaning out. Turn the heater off. Turn both the fans off. Everything clean out for a second, and then we'll shut the power off. Well, I was hoping to get going on this thing tonight, but it's not going to happen. I have not greased that thing. I haven't went over it. We basically just hooked it up. I was hoping to get a chance to do that today, and it just never happened. So tomorrow, if it don't rain, depending on what else we got going on, we'll give that thing a try, I hope. But that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram, Twitter at Brian's Farms, Facebook at Brown Farms. If you haven't, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you thought it was a good video. And if you would, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thanks.